but despite having everything in his power, Madman failed.
But he sent it to the wrong address. He sent it to an address in New Jersey.
Didn't he send it like under your like online name, thinking it was your actual name?
Yes, he was in a call with GamerHag and had turned on his camera and showed the papers. And GamerHag had recorded it and sent it to me, the Google Drive, with the video. And it said Alexander Mercenary on it.
The continuation, or I don't know if I trust you enough. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
You trust me enough? Wow. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, here is the actual case paper that they gave me. I am the plaintiff. Alex is the defendant. Here's the actual, continuation order number and everything. Actual, real court paperwork. I think that's seriously all the proof you need that I'm not bullied. And whoever says I am bullied, they're an idiot or they're lying. Because I think I just showed you everything I need to show you. And then return of service. Here is the owner who signed. This is, Fabio Walker, Richard M. Wait, this is a very interesting name.
To this day, I don't think I've ever seen such a self-ode in my entire life. Just sit and think about the fact that this guy was going back and forth between going full aggro and doing his 1 HP voice, and as soon as he gets the court papers, he's cackling in his car about proving everyone wrong and taking this person to trial, only to spectacularly fail because he sent the court order to the wrong state and the wrong name. There are DMs where Alex says that his address is in New York. How could you fail this hard? It defies belief.
I called NYPD, I called state police, I called Orange County police, I called Newburgh, New Windsor police, I called Sullivan County police, I called everyone in my area. I even called police and I want to say Peterson was where he went to. I called the courthouse there and they said, yes, we have it, but we sent it to this address. And I said, that is not my address. I've never lived in New Jersey. And I had called because I didn't want to seem like I was running from this or anything. I was trying to be as compliant as humanly possible. I'm like, yes, I'm aware that this is an issue. I promise I'm not running from it. I'm just trying to make sure, I don't face any legal repercussions because they aren't able to serve it to me. And they're like, yeah, no, you're fine. You don't, And I explained it to the clerk at the courthouse, and she said that she could email it to me if I wanted, but it would require me to go to New Jersey to go to the court hearing once I receive that restraining order.
As of today, Madman has mostly been kicked out of the FNF community and has retreated to the Dead by Daylight community. Somehow he's now in a new relationship with someone he said he's known for about 5 years.
I'm bored. What are you doing?
How am I supposed to respond?
What do you mean how you're supposed to respond? Say hi to EX Eternally.
To this day, Madman continues to deny Alex's allegations, saying there's no evidence, he's not been put in jail, and Alex lost the case that never happened. Madman has pretty much vowed to never return to the FNF community because of his toxicity or whatever bullshit he wants to pull, but I think his absence is a missed, considering there are now anonymous testimonies from members of the EX Eternal developer server saying he was also creeping on minors in there.
Also, this is something I heard a few months ago, but I would like to bring this out. Apparently, there was someone that is, I'm going to leave them anonymous, but there was someone that told me that Madman opened up to them, and I think they were 18, 19 years old, and they even said that they had crushes on some of the minors that were EX Eternal, and I found that out later. I'm not going to mention names just to kind of not put anyone on the spot because it's really not a good thing to do to people. I don't like doing that. This is all about this person. And there's clear evidence that you even had attractiveness towards minors because you, from this anonymous person, they were giving me info, they shared screenshots, and they shared talks that you had. You literally said you had a crush on so-and-so members of EXE Eternal. The person that they had a crush on. Yeah, it was, oh yeah, yeah, they were 15. I just messaged 15 while Madman's 19.
Regardless of whether Alex's allegations are 100% objectively true, they're still just another of the many stones in the tomb of Madman's online career, if such a thing ever existed. We can't say for certain because there's been no admission from Madman, and the law has been mostly inactive on the situation, but I'm sure you can infer where I stand. Madman has had a big impact on how the FNF community views him in only around 2 years of real public activity, and it obviously condemns him as a degenerate first of all, who you probably don't want to have around in a community full of minors. It sucks because there is potential there in what Madman has. The wide scope of ambition almost certainly brought people together, and it's almost admirable if it wasn't so bloated, badly handled, and childish. As a creative and often as a person in general, he comes across as a very lazy person, someone who wants to get something but simply can't be bothered to, whether that be his vision for an FNF